Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to the bonus room of Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2. I forgot to show this off. I would have shown this off at the end of last video. I forgot about it, but let's go ahead. This is when we storm Bevelle with LeBlanc's gang. It's a little different if you side with the Youth League.
It's obvious. We nab the head honcho. Then we make him lead us to Vegnagun and checkmate.
Not bad.
I got no problem with this. Our target is the new Yevon Praetor, Barrelai.
A girly man like that doesn't stand a chance without his escort.
Careful. He's much stronger than he looks.
Company.
Who goes there? It's those Youth League spies. We won't have you defile this place like you did in Kilika.
Well, good luck.
Good luck!
Yeah, she just dips us. Or dips and leaves, or whatever. Yeah, this is, we have to fight these guys now. So they're very, very, very easy, so I'm just going to, inflict them all with stop, and then have Yuna do a nice little scatterburst. And that takes care of that. But we're not done yet. Alright, mission time! Yeah, and we gotta find Vegnagun. And, there's nobody to operate the lift, so I can't use the lift, and, you! No Youth League sympathizers may pass! Oh, really?
Well.
But I think I will pass.
Who's your Riku?
That would be you, because you're Riku. I thought we established that a long time ago. And then, let's see. Now, do I have to fight these guys? Yeah, I do. What's this? Break through and you will be an enemy of Bevelle! Well, label me an enemy then, because I'm about to break through. Not after I break, not before I break dance, though. Alright, now at this point, you don't have to fight any more enemies, but you can if you want. You can do so by talking to this little kid. Yikes! It's the glowings! I'll save you! Alright. Oh, got a... No, I didn't mean to do that. I shot the wrong guy. Oh well, whatever. Or I attacked the wrong guy, I should say. I meant to hit that Machina with pain, and I didn't. That's alright, we got it. Oh wow, this thing... Okay, I was about to say, that thing had a lot of HP. I think it does. And the kid's gone. Alright, hopefully the kid just made a run for it while we were attacking. And the rest of these guards, you can just pass through, but if you want to talk to them, you can fight them. I was gonna look the other way and let you pass, but since you insist on bothering me... Yeah.
Who's your Riku?
Alright.
Satisfied?
Yes, very much so. Alright, let's see... Oh, sorry, I'm looking at something. I never imagined this day would come. Well, it's here, so let's do this. Dead. And then these guys. I think I can fight them, right? Oh, how I used to respect you. But now... oh, you're not even gonna fight me. What business have you with Bevelle now? Okay, well, then you just walk in here, and from this point on, it plays out exactly the same. I think, Yeah, they're just talking about that, about the Praetor. He's disappeared. So from here on out, it's the same as it was in the initial run. So now I'm going to do all of that stuff. You know, I'm going to go through the rest of this off screen. And I will meet you for real in Chapter 3. Because there's, to my knowledge, nothing else that needs to be done in Chapter 2. So hang on one second. Alright, now we're here in Chapter 3. Now, if you remember in my initial run, when I began Chapter 3, my first 3 hotspots were Besaid Island, Kilika, and Bavel. Well, because I have given the Awesome Sphere to the Youth League, instead of Bavel, Mushroom Rock Road is a hotspot. Let's see what happens if we go to Bavel. New Yevon must be losing it with their Praetor Barrel Eye missing, but it doesn't look like they want any help from the Gull Wings. Well, we can always offer. So there goes Shinra setting up his comm sphere. Now, I highly recommend coming here anyway. Even if you're, like, you know, if there's really nothing for us here, you need to make sure, if you're trying to get 100% run and you want to do, like, episode complete of everything, you do need to make sure that Shinra goes around town, you know, around Spira and installs all of his comm spheres. So you need to see that. The youths believe that, that rumor that the Aeons have reappeared. What could have started that one, eh? Where could Praetor Barrel Eye have... Okay, I think these guys... yeah, not that a tool of the League would care. Okay, never mind. Dialogue's a little different. Confusion is spreading among the citizens of Bavel, too. The Youth League must just love this. Yeah, they're basically blaming us. Youth League sympathizers slipped in during the confusion. I know it. What could they be up to? Speak of the Shoe Puff. Now, did these guys attack me? We are prepared for the Youth League's attack whenever it may come. Fiends and the Youth League both threaten our citizens. Okay, so they're not... It looks like these guys aren't going to fight me. That's nice. But I don't think I can, like, go into the main room still. Let's talk to this kid. Things are bad. Things are real bad. But we can't rely on the Gull Wings to help us out. So, yeah, basically everybody here says the same thing that they used to say. Like, if you had chosen New Yevon. Only they add some little jab at us. And Shinra's got his comm sphere set up. And what do you say, bud? Yevon is in disarray. The High Summoner should not see this. Okay, he acted a little differently. He didn't, like, call us spies or tools of the League or anything like that. He just said, hey, this is... You don't want to see what's going on in there right now. Now, granted, if we had sided with New Yevon, he would have let us in there, so he still thinks that we're you know, working for the League, but I think he just worded it a little bit better. Alright, so that's all that you can do here in Chapter 3. Oh, what's up, Mr. Buddy? This town's still bent out of shape. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright, let's board the airship. Nothing we can do there, but like I said, just make sure you get Shinra to drop his little comm sphere on there. And also, basically, once you do Besaid in Kilika, Mushroom Rock stops being a hotspot because things get ready for Jose. So I advise doing this one first. Seems like people with the Gull Wings are with the League. We're getting a distress call. Should we answer it? Okay, what's going on here? Looks like your friendly neighborhood machine faction has got this place covered. Oh yeah? Hey, the Gull Wings are here! The Machine Faction and the Youth League are planning a joint operation as we speak. Well, that's cool. Hey, Eibel. Let me talk to you. I haven't seen Klasko around lately. Klasko? Man, I brought him on my airship and then dropped him off the Calmlands. Anything else? He was such a wallflower to begin with that it took me a while to notice he wasn't here. You know what, bud? Not even lying, I forget about this guy until I see him. Eibel. I always forget about him until I see him. Comm sphere set! La 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 la! Go Wings, go! La 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 la! Okay, that hurt my voice. Alright. Puzzling. The ambient sphere wave density here is too high. The comm sphere won't function properly. Well, that seems like a problem for you. And what do you...
Wings here. Where are the fiends?
No need for concern, Lady Yuna. Everything's under control.
But I want to help out!
The fiends got close to our headquarters, but thankfully no further. The Albed from Jose assisted us in fighting them off.
So, Gibble was here?
Yes, his group also brought us these Machina. You know, he said something which still strikes me as sort of odd. He told us not to depend on you so much, Lady Yuna.
Me?
He said we need to rely on our own strength to defend Spira through the coming age.
Lady Yuna, if I may interrupt, there is something I would like to ask you.
Sup, chick?
Sure. As you are probably aware, we have not heard from Maven Nuge, our leader, in some time. Lady Yuna, have you no information as to his whereabouts?
I'm sorry, but we don't know any more than you do.
I see.
If we see him, we'll tell him to return here.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see. I think, if I'm not mistaken... Like, yeah, they won't even let me in here. Yeah, you're talking about Clasco. With all the fiends pouring out of the Jose Temple, the Machines faction's in hot water now, too. Hail, Gallwings, what do you think of our fortifications? With this many machines, no one's getting anywhere near headquarters. The Machine faction lent us all these weapons despite their own troubles. Okay, so yeah, you can't go on any further. Yeah, so that's really all you can do. So there's just this red arrow here. Now, is the place still a hotspot? Okay, do you say anything new? No, she just says the same stuff. All right, let me just, verify. Is this place gonna remain a hotspot, or will it stop being a hotspot? Because it looks like that's all I can do. Yeah, it's no longer a hotspot, so yeah. But if you notice, my percentage jacked up quite a bit. Now we're at 97%. Woo! We are getting there, guys. I think the last bit of percentage that we're really gonna get is, like, I don't think we're gonna get any percentage in Chapter 3. We might. I shouldn't say, or I'm sorry, this is Chapter 3. Hang on a second. Let me figure out what I wanted to say. We'll get a little bit of percentage, I believe, in Chapter 4, just a tiny bit from some comm spheres that we weren't able to view in our main run. And then I think the last bulk of it will be in Chapter 5 when we do a couple of areas that I just straight up did not do in my initial run. So yeah, we're getting up there. So now I think, unless something else comes my way, I think that's all I need to do in Chapter 3, aside from just, you know, finish it out. So I think what I'm gonna actually do, I'm gonna meet you in Chapter 4, unless I notice something critical, and then I'll video it. But otherwise, I'll just cut to Chapter 4 and show the last little bit of comm sphere stuff that we need to do to get some percentage. So, give me 1 second. Okay, now we're here in Chapter 4. Let's look at the comm spheres. Now, this is, at this moment, this is when, kind of when you just begin Chapter 4, and there are 4 distinct comm spheres you have to check out, and you can't check out the rest. Besaid, Kilika, Mushroom Rock, and Bevel. I've already checked out Besaid and Kilika. Let's look at Bevel real quick. It's going to play out just a tad differently since we sided with the Youth League. Okay, so this is exactly the same as it was before, right? We're waiting for Maroda? Yep. Dialogue's gonna be the same, basically.
Well, for one, I'm running reconnaissance on New Yevon. The Praetor's gone. Fiends are on the loose. New Yevon is upside down. Fortunately, security is lax, so even Youth League members like me can walk around in the open.
You there, what are you doing?
Took them long enough. So long.
And you see the comm sphere goes offline. The idea is that one of the New Yevon guards saw us through the comm sphere, so he shot the sphere. So yeah, that happens if you join the Youth League. Now, let's go to Mushroom Rock. This one is quite a bit different. You remember in when you side with New Yevon, the comm sphere ends up being thrown into the sea. Let's watch it now. Hey, bud.
Lady Yuna!
Hey, bud.
More fiends?
Actually, we've received some unconfirmed reports of trouble brewing in Bevel. It seems a unit of New Yevon's troops have been gearing up for a raid. With Nuge gone, they're hoping to strike quickly and catch us off guard. But don't worry about us. We won't be so easily trapped. We're planning to launch a preemptive strike before they can attack. As soon as our preparations are complete, we move on Bavel.
But you're not even sure they're planning an attack, are you?
In war, victory favors the bold. I must be off. Farewell!
Yeah. So in other words, you're just gonna jump to conclusions. All right. Well, that's about that's all we can really do for that. So now we're gonna have some actual plot progression, which I'll skip through, and then we'll show a few more optional comm spheres. So give me 1 second. Okay. Now we're going to check the comm spheres for optional stuff that is not required for 100%. Well, I mean, some of it is, but I think the one that I'm interested in is not. If you try to go to Bavel, yep, yeah, they just shot us. Must be camera shy. Yeah, no, they just don't like the Youth League. And they think we're the Youth League. Alright, so that happened. Let's check out Mushroom Rock Road. As far as I know, there's nothing required for 100% right here, but let's check it out anyway. I believe to initiate this, you have to look at this guy.
What's this? You watching me?
Yeah!
Well, quit staring. How am I supposed to concentrate?
Well, you gotta take a little pressure, you know? I think that's all he says. Hey, fat guy. Yeah, I think that's all they say. But there's you can keep coming back to this guy for more dialogue. Let's go back.
I don't plan on staying a guard forever, you know.
Well, that's great.
Once the war with New Yevon starts, I'll show them what I'm made of.
What if they show you what they're made of?
Peons, war's a great chance to prove ourselves.
Ah.
Just watch. We'll ride the winds of change and claim what's ours.
I'm glad you got it all figured out.
Oh yeah, I love being a guard.
I can tell. Is that all you say? I think this guy has his gun pointed right at him. Look at that. If he fires right now, that guard's dead. That's crazy. But I guess the whole idea of the Youth League is they're a bunch of untrained soldiers.
What, you again? If you're wondering about our battle preparations, they're coming along fine.
Oh yeah?
We're not afraid of New Yevon. If they want a piece of us, let them come.
I think you should check out the fat guy behind you. I think he's secretly with New Yevon because he's contemplated killing you like 5 times already.
Take a look around. We want to fight, and we're not planning on waiting much longer.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I think Commander Lucille would have her hands full if she tried to stop us now.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. She did say the occasional bad seed does show up. Alright, once he sits down, that's all you're gonna get at this point. Like, if I go back, this is all I'm gonna get. So, there you go. That's that. Alright, now I'm gonna do some more plot progression, and then I'll look at the second bit of optional comm sphere content. So, give me 1 second. Okay, now we've taken care of the bit where we had to chase Topley down in the Moonflow, and then he agreed to help us out. And then when you do that, there's a whole new wave of comm spheres that you can watch. And I've already watched all of the ones that I need to, except for this this one under Mushroom Rock Road. Let's watch this. There's actually going to be 2 of them. So, okay, there.
Going to fight New Yevon?
Lucille.
No, this is just a precaution.
It was the butt shot we didn't know we wanted.
Intention of starting a war, but I do not know how how long that can last. Tension among the troops is running high. It won't be long before their anger becomes uncontrollable. When the time comes, I fear I will not be able to staunch the cries for blood. I have failed.
Give yourself a little break.
A little longer. I'll do what I can to calm the situation down.
An inspiration as always. Very well. For my part, I will keep the troops in order, as Nuge would, were he here. Do not let our troubles distract you from your performance. I will be quietly cheering you on.
Quietly cheering. Okay, so that's that. Now let's watch, let's go back in again. I think these are, I don't know if you need these for 100%. You might, so I would watch them. Let's just wait. Come on now, I'm waiting on somebody. I may have to leave and reload. Oh no, there he is. There's Yibel. Took you long enough.
Why did you have to throw a concert the one time I can't go?
That was the reason why I decided to throw it.
You could sneak out and come.
But that wouldn't set a good example for my subordinates.
Well then, bring them along too.
Well, if Lady Yuna herself thinks it's okay, then maybe it is.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Understood. I'll think up some excuse. We'll see you at the concert.
Okay. Now, I think that's all you need for your percentage, but what's funny is if you go back and watch it, I'll see if I can wait for it. Yeah, there he is. Watch this.
Yibel squad, form up!
Yibel squad. Nice twirl move there, buddy.
We have received reports that New Yevon may be planning to disrupt Lady Yuna's concert.
Oh, bull crap.
We're to proceed immediately to the Thunder Plains and secure the concert grounds. Yibel squad, let's move!
He just told them a straight up lie. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's all I care about there. Okay, so almost done with this video. There's just one more thing in Chapter 4 that I want to show. And it's after the concert, which, by the way, the concert I cannot show because of copyright bullcrap. But I'll go cut to just after the concert, just after we finish speaking with Machen. So give me 1 second.
What do you know? It's LeBlanc's gang. They want to see Yuna. I'll have them wait in the engine room.
Okay, so when Buddy says LeBlanc's gang wants to see Yuna, I'll have them wait in the engine room. You have a very, very, very short window of time to do something, and I didn't do this in my initial run. I missed it. Because once you talk to Shinra, there's talking and cutscene, and then Chapter 4 ends. And what you want to do is, before you do that, you want to run down to the engine room where LeBlanc's gang supposedly is. And there they are.
I've been hunting around since we last met, and I happened to find a rather peculiar sphere.
Oh yeah?
It shows my Nuji Wuji. For some reason, that chump Barrel Eye is there too. But it's from some years ago. I'm afraid it's not much help now, loves.
That is the Crimson Sphere 5. It's actually a lot of help, LeBlanc. Because to my knowledge, that's the only way you're getting this sphere. You don't have but just that tiny little window of time, and if you miss it, as far as I know, you can never get it again. So, like I said, I missed it in my initial run, and that made the Den of Woe impossible for me to undertake, because you need all the spheres to open it. So, there you go. So, thanks, LeBlanc.
How about you? Have you tracked down my Nuji yet?
We're working on it.
Nuge is on the far plane. I saw him there with Gipple.
The farplane? What is he doing in a place like that?
I think he's searching for Barrelai and Vegnagun.
Oh, so Barrelai is the one pulling Vegnagun strings. I should have known.
No, that's not it. How do I explain?
Barrelai is
Never mind,
possessed
I don't have time
by
for this.
Shuyin's anger and hatred.
Boys, we're going to the farplane.
It's easy enough to say.
Anything but that, boss!
We're no match for that sort of opponent.
Now don't be silly. The power of love conquers all.
Ugh.
It's decided. We're going to save Spira.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, get this tanker moving.
Never really took the time to appreciate just how talented LeBlanc's voice actress really is. I just love it, like when she gets all over the top like that, like the fireplane. What is he doing there? Like, yeah, she's good. They're all good. Really, like the voice acting in this game is top notch. Honestly, anything goes for the power of love. Hey, are you listening? And what does Ormy say? If I can find him. Oh, well, that's Logos. Give the boss an inch and she'll take. Oh, well, you get it. Hey, Ormy.
The farplane? That's where dead people go. So does that mean we has to get sent to get there?
Yeah, basically. Good thing Yuna's not a summoner, huh? Anymore. Alright, well, that's all that I care for Chapter 4. And I'm gonna end the video off here. In the next video, I don't know exactly what we'll do, but we'll start with some stuff in Chapter 5 that I didn't do in the initial run, I guess. Haven't figured out exactly what. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. My name's 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Pieces!